What's going on, you guys? Slumpy here with First or Last Gaming, and who do we have?
Mr. Anthony Vang.
The owner himself. And what did you do this weekend?
I got top 8, 7th place at Seattle Regional.
Nice. And what deck were you playing?
I played Logan, Tristan, and Slumpy's list, and then I made some changes.
Okay. What made you decide to play it for the weekend?
I didn't know what to play, but Kyle told me these cards were broken, so I was like, all right, I guess I'll play it. And then Slump taught me all the combos. So
All right. So before we get into the deck profile, do you have any shout outs you want to give out?
yeah, shout out to Slump and Logan and Tristan for letting me bite off their list. And then Slump for teaching me all the combos like 2 days before and how to play through hand traps. Shout out to my testing partners and my two of my favorite people in the world. They're sleeping over there, Kyle and Daniel. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my dogs. And shout out to all the boys at home.
Nice. All right. Let's go and get into the deck profile.
So, yeah. I made some like small changes, but it was generally the same as their list. So it was all the starters, 3, 3, 3, 3 of this. I consider this a starter just because the card is good, and they taught me the combo. I mean, I forgot it halfway through the tournament, but it didn't matter. I cut this to 2 because I hate this card. Every time I go second, I always set out 1, and I only play 1, and I never miss it because like it eats a hand trap, but then like usually my hand is weak if I open that card, and then I just stop playing. So I hate that card. If I could play that one, I would. And play 2 of this. I put the third wagon into this because I missed this from Portland. Like the deck ran fine in Portland, but I felt like I kept missing the extender to play through stuff. So I put it back in, and it did wonders. Like every time I drew this, it was broken. Like people would like stop me in a weird way. I just have the extender, and I just equip Peacemaker and just keep going. This one of. This is my favorite one to search because as soon as you search this, they know they can't hand trap you, like, decently enough because then they know you have the extender in your hand already. The 2 cleat targets. I hate this card. I wish we didn't have to play it, but it's searchable. Yeah. My variance with a lot of decks is very bad, so I always draw the bricks. So I don't like bricks at all, but unfortunately I have to play some of them. Hand traps. Let's play this card. That card's broken. I always drew this in multiples, but with the Lambda line, I would search it and they would not expect the second one. So like I'd gamma, and then they'd clear the driver and the gamma for some reason, and my other gamma's live on their turn. So
It's also like the dispotter putting back the driver play.
it was broken. Yeah, it was broken. I did it like 3 times. I did it 2 times in the same game, and the guy was pissed. He was like, "Why is your gamma still resolving?" This card, I didn't see this card as much today, but you have to play it. This card, I'll live and die by this card. This is my favorite card, probably one of my favorite cards in the game. If it's a format where this is good, I always play it. I cut Mourner for Veilers. Mourner just didn't come up for me as much, and especially in Portland. So I like this card better anyways, because it's not once per turn. And then I put this in the main deck. I played 2 Ogres. I think all the other guys were either playing like 3/3, and then something else. I like 2 of, so I just played 2, and it worked out because I always drew like either one of these or like 1/1, and it was always good. Non-engine, 2 Fenrir. Probably would put the third one back in. I just need to find a way to cut a card. But this card's broken. It eats boards so fast, and like even against cash, if they just make a Rise Heart and you summon this, they have to deal with it. Like this was like in Tristan and Logan's profiles, they said it was this was definitely MVP of the day. Like seeing this card, like you almost auto win going second. So probably find a way for a third. The last card was this card. I saw this like maybe 2 or 3 rounds of the day. I played 2 Mathmech, and this card's insane against Mathmech because they're dead after they activate both cards. But probably going for it. I'd probably play in the side deck, so I can put the third Fenrir in, and then like one Veiler, one Ogre. It's just play 3 Obs.
And that's 40 in the mid deck?
40 in the main, yeah. I didn't change the number just because I tried playing 41 and I just kept drawing bad hands, so I just made it 40. For the extra, that's standard. Sometimes I would feel like I would need a third, but the extra deck is too tight. This for the combo, and this card's broken. It's generic. This card's broken. I outed like I had Baguska. I did multiple times where I just made Baguska, and I made this shut off like their interruption, and then switch to Baguska attack and just clear boards. This card's broken. That card's broken. That card's broken. This card's really broken. I would shuffle like I think I played against a branded player, and he banished all of my Penskip, my Wakuushis, and I would just shuffle it back, and then I'd just keep playing. This is my favorite card. I burned like 3 people in time today. This card, I love this card because it draws 3. And then I still played this one. We played it in Portland, but I know they cut it from their list. But I like this card way too much. Like, it outs this card. The only thing that outs this card in the mirror is the Kaiju or this. And this, like, helped me clear boards. So, like, when you make Baron with it, that's what I like. This card's really, really good. I probably would continue to play it unless there's something else that I can cut it for. XEs, this package is broken. I summon this every single game, and I summon this every single game going second. Yeah. Maybe 2 Zeus, but I don't think a lot of people are going to play Cash after this weekend. They might, but the side deck, my side deck was almost completely different from everybody's. I played 3 Nib. Well, I know they played Nib, and this card was like so good. I would never main this card, but in the side it was really good when I needed it. I played 3 Crow. This was good in the mirror. I probably would go back to Bystials though, just because the level 6 matters. The Druisaur matters for clearing boards. But this was mostly good in the mirror. I cited Dweller for the mirror. I made this once, and that was it. Probably can cut this. I cited the 2 targets. I never ever saw these, so they can probably go. I played this. I saw this a lot. This card's good. I played Bell because it's a good defensive card. Yeah, and it's hand trap. And it stops expulsion. And Math Mech. And then I almost fumbled one round because I had the Kaiju in hand and I accidentally put this on his board, so he knew I had Bell. But I still won that game, so it's okay. So he never activated his trap because he don't have Bell. And then I played their tech, this card. This card's dumb. Like, it outs so many dumb things. Like, a Fenrir plus this, and then, like, you clear boards with it. Like, just using this. It's so good. Yeah, buy this card.
Yeah.
This was the most expensive common that we bought.
Yeah, we could not find this card, so we had to buy 3 Trap Trick Structure decks.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
then also we need to be playing the Predator Plan, but we couldn't find an extra one for that one. But
yeah, that probably would have taken the spot for Dweller, honestly, the Predator Plant, the Pendulum card, because that card's insane too.
nice. Going forward, do you think you're gonna make any changes, or do you have any insight on like what? I mean, you already said that, you know, like you wouldn't main deck Nib, because you would side deck it instead.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like the Kurikaras, like, do you think that the format's gonna adapt to where the Kurikara is gonna stay insane? Do you think it's just the same thing as Nib, where it's matchup reliant, or?
I think it's mostly matchup reliant because there's a lot of, like, it'll come up, I think, in more games where either both players brick or you brick, but you just didn't brick as hard and you have the Kurikara. But I think I want more hand traps, like 2 more hand traps and another Fenrir is probably more valuable than this. Because 3 hand traps and like 1 card starter, you're not losing that game. Yeah. Whereas this, you have to play into stuff first and then you can use it. But other than that, no, I don't think there's any changes. I'm definitely sticking with 2 wagon. Definitely sticking with 3 of this. This card's dumb. And yeah, all the hand traps will probably stay the same.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the deck profile. What events are we gonna see you at next?
Santa Clara next weekend, and then after that, I am taking a break to go on vacation, but I'll be at Nats.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on your top, and we'll see you in the next one.